The poor men with 6 happy wives. You see this life, yeah. Some men got money, cars, land, yet their houses war. But there was one man. Dead broke. Living in a small dusty village. And somehow. He had 6 wives. Not only that. All 6 wives were happy. No fights. No jealousy. No curses. No secret crying at the river. Just laughter. So the whole village asked one question. How? And when they discovered the secret, it shocked everyone. Because it wasn't juju. It wasn't magic. It was something most men don't have. Stay with me. In the village of Kijani, where the sun burns like fire and money moves like a tortoise, there lived a man called Mzee Sengo. Now Sengo wasn't rich. In fact, this guy was poverty certified. His walls had holes. His roof had patches. Even his cooking pot looked tired of suffering. Yet every morning, from his compound, you would hear laughter. Women singing. Children playing. A home full of peace. And villagers couldn't understand it. Because Sengo had 6 wives. The village started whispering. One woman said, maybe he's hiding money. One man said, that's juju, no way 6 women can be happy together. Even the chief was confused. Because the chief had 2 wives. And his compound sounded like a courtroom every day. So the elders gathered. They said, we must uncover this man's secret. And they sent the nosiest men in the village. Musa. If gossip was a job, Musa would be the CEO. Musa climbed a tree near Sengo's compound. And what he saw made his eyes widen. It was early morning. Sengo came outside with a basin of water. He smiled and called out, my queens, wake up. The sun has started its shift. Then, wife number 1, Amina, came out smiling. Wife number 2, Zuri, came out singing. Wife number 3, Nana, came out laughing. Wife number 4, Kato, came out dancing. Wife number 5, Saad, came out teasing him. Wife number 6, Binta, came out carrying a baby. And she was still smiling like life was sweet. Musa almost fell from the tree. Because normally, 6 wives means chaos. But this place felt like a celebration. Then Sengo did something Musa had never seen before. Instead of shouting, instead of commanding like a king, Sengo looked at them and said, before we start the day, tell me, how is your heart today? Musa froze. How is your heart? Men in this village don't even ask. How was your day? Now Sengo was asking. How is your heart? Amina said softly. I dreamt of my mother. Sengo touched her shoulder gently. May her spirit guard you today. Zuri said. My back hurts. Sengo nodded. Today you rest. The others will cover you. Nana said. I want to learn sewing. Sengo smiled. We'll find you a teacher. Even if it takes time. Kato said quietly. I feel jealous sometimes. Instead of getting angry. Sengo said. Thank you for being honest. We'll talk tonight. Saad said. I want more attention. Sengo laughed. You greedy woman, come here. And Binta, the last wife, whispered. The baby cried all night. Sengo gently took the baby from her arms and said. Go sleep. You worked harder than all of us. Musa's whole brain crashed. Because he expected drama. He expected shouting. But instead he saw respect. Teamwork. Love. Even when the men had nothing. But Musa still didn't understand. How does respect feed 6 wives? How does love pay school fees? So he stayed longer. To see what would happen at night. And that's when the real secret came out. At sunset, Sengo sat with his wives. They were eating from one tray. Simple food. No meat. No luxury. Just togetherness. Sengo looked at them and said, "Tomorrow we might not have meat, but we will still eat together." And the wives answered like a choir, "Even if it is cassava, we are rich." Musa nearly coughed. Rich. Cassava. Then Sengo said, "Money is important. But peace is more important. If my home has peace, then I am wealthier than the chief." Then Sengo dropped a line that changed everything. He pointed at the wives and said, "Each of you is not fighting for me. You are partners in this home. If one suffers, all suffer. If one rises, all rise." Musa's chest tightened. Because in Kijani, men created competition in their homes. They used wives like trophies. But Sengo made them a family. The next morning, Musa ran to the elders. He shouted, "There is no juju in Sengo's house." The elders asked, "Then what is it?" Musa said, "Respect. He listens. He shares. He doesn't lie. He doesn't set the wives against each other. He doesn't treat them like property." The elders went silent. Because deep down, they knew the truth. Most homes don't break because of poverty. They break because of pride. News reached the chief. And the chief himself called Sengo. He asked, "Mzee Sengo, how do you keep 6 wives happy?" Sengo looked at him calmly and said, "Chief, I don't make them happy. I just don't make them miserable." That statement hit like thunder. The chief went quiet. And then Sengo revealed something nobody expected. He said, "Chief, I didn't marry 6 wives for power. I married them because they had nowhere to go. One was widowed. One ran from abuse. One was rejected for being barren. One was chased from her family. One was an orphan. One was a single mother." Sengo said, "I may be poor, but my heart is not." And that day, the whole village understood. Sengo wasn't rich in money. He was rich in character. So the lesson is simple. Money can build a house, but only wisdom builds peace inside it. If you enjoyed this story, like the video. Subscribe for more African stories with deep lessons. And comment below. Do you think 6 wives can truly be happy, or is it impossible?